I am Archangel Michael, and I am now communicating through this boy who has offered its vibration to me. I am now communicating from the angelic realm, and I, Archangel Michael, as the guide for your planetary sphere, am present here today to offer my guidance for whatever the desires may be. However, I, as an angelic being, and many other guides have to follow the protocols of providing only information which doesn't infringe upon free will of entities on the earth planet. Today, I can sense that there is a query inside the mind of this boy which pertains to the so called COVID vaccine. In essence, the query regards to whether people can be controlled after taking the so called COVID vaccine or not. In this regard, I am now going to transmit my thoughts, which are equal to the reactions created in the mind of each being who shall listen to my message. There is a understanding, and there is some false understanding of information which is being circulated in your planetary sphere. For the information to be either true or false, there is always a possibility of fabrication of information to deceive the masses by the so called people who are in power for the benefit of their own egoic self. In this regard, let me tell you that the possibility of control after taking the so called COVID vaccine on your planetary sphere is drastically high because we, the angelic beings, and many other beings from the higher densities have always observed the interaction of this so called vaccine, which has been created for the purpose of firstly creating fear and division amongst people. This is in a way via which this vaccine has been affecting the mind of many entities and beings on the earth planets by creating a division or a rift of consciousness wherein there are beings who are perceivable of the threat or the side effects which can be caused by such a vaccine, whereas there are others who are ignorant to the fact. And this is created, firstly, for the purpose of creating a type of control in the mind of many entities that they have to look beyond their own selves for healing purposes. However, disregarding the fact that the healing which occurs despite any of the so called vaccines or other outside ingredients, firstly, has and requires the healing to take place in the body of each entity. Because without the healing initiating from the body of each entity, there cannot be no healing. It doesn't matter what type of medicine or vaccine each being may be given. Therefore, this is the type of control which has been triggered on the mind of many beings on your planetary sphere to look outside themselves for healing and protection and to ignore the inner strength and power. Therefore, I, as Archangel Michael, would like to comment that there is only one way in which this control can be grasped, and that is by understanding the inner powers of your bodily complex, and the inner powers of your mind complex, which, if they work in unison, create a type of healing which no doctors and no so called vaccines are required for such healing to take place. Such healings take place from a realm wherein there is only unity, and from a realm with the connection with the Creator and the One Father. I, Archangel Michael, now leave you. So be it.